Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts. We got Greg, Lucas, Maddie, Waz, and myself, Liam. Welcome back to another week of the 90th minute podcast. Hit like on this video. Make sure you are subscribed here on YouTube. And if you're checking us out on an audio app, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your support and your listening. Boys, it's been a big week of football. A lot of tournaments, a lot of cup competitions, especially in England. But before we get into that, Wazinho, baby, take it away.
That's the sound I used to make when I used to cut myself shaving down there before I knew about Manscaped. You need to try this out for yourself. The Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 has been beautifully designed to reduce the most painful nicks and tugs. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code 90th at Manscaped. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code 90th. Always the right tools for the job. Liam, just kind of describe to the audience what they're getting with Manscaped.
Basically, the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0, it's the best thing in male grooming below the waist, especially 7,000 RPM motor, ceramic-coated, skin-safe technology. Basically, like Wazzy said, you won't cut yourself. It's just the best thing in male grooming. Taking the shower, maybe taking the shower. It is waterproof. It does have a light in case you can those areas, But like Wazzy said, use code 90th. That's 90th at checkout. You get 20% off plus free shipping over at manscaped.com. Now, let's get into the podcast. Let's get into the week of football.
By the way,
of course, there wasn't a ton of games, especially in the Premier League, but there was FA Cup. We're going to have a big discussion about Champions League and Europa League as well. We'll just get into all of it. I mean, it's been a very exciting week, I think. Do you want to start us off, Wazzy, with your club?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a week of emotions in Manchester United. It's been Thursday things seemed awesome. We defeated Milan in the Europa League. We're on to the next round. Pogba scored. He played great. He came on at halftime. Everything's feeling good. Like we're on. Let's take on Leicester. Feeling confident, and I think some would say I was feeling a bit too confident going this tie, because when we tied surprising. It 1-1. Of course, it was 1-0, poor defending. Fred had a shocker. I don't know. It's like he basically gave a through ball to Kelechi, and I don't know, man. Sometimes
I didn't realize you're on a first name basis with Iheanacho.
I would try to
the
pronounce
Nigerian
Iheanacho,
prince.
but it probably would not go well. So, anyways, back to the game. Right. So here's the thing. I watched the highlights. I read about it on the interwebs, Twitter and stuff. I couldn't actually watch it because we were going to actually do a watch log for this, but unfortunately our service provider did not have the match on the channels we typically watch. We do not want to spend $30 just for one game.
Yeah, I have that channel. I just was not available.
Yeah, that's true.
Dave, I had that channel.
Anyways,
but, Vinny Boy didn't make that aware to me. So.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just go back to Man United FA Cup.
My dad watched the game, and his analysis of it was Harry Maguire has the turning radius of a bus. Fred doesn't have a brain. Jamie Vardy's in the worst form of his life, but it's okay because Iheanacho's in the best form of his life. And the Foxes might be the most exciting team in England. That was his analysis of the game.
That is just full of so many fucking hot takes, yo.
That's great. That's
I
crazy.
don't think Iheanacho's been in form for like the past 3 years.
But this is the best form of his life, probably. He's been on fire recently.
Remember Manchester City super sub Iheanacho? Guy was class.
He's been great recently.
Yeah, he has.
Anyways, the thing that guy was gonna be the next big thing, and then he flopped.
I was able to watch a little bit of this match. Like I had the channel to watch it, but of course I was the only one available to do that, so we didn't do a watch long. But yeah, Iheanacho, I'm very happy for the guy. He just seems like a good guy, and he does really well. Like he's not the best goal scorer in the world, despite scoring 2 goals, but like he does really well to get into the right spaces for himself, and he does well to link up with the midfield and the.
No, you're not wrong. To kind of go back. So what happened, since I couldn't watch the game, I decided to go stream on Twitch. And middle of the stream, my viewers giving me the updates of the game. And they're like, oh, it's 1-1. I'm like, yes, Greenwood scored. It was a great strike, by the way. Great finish, great movement. Pogba, great assist. Van de Beek with the dummy. And then, it's 1-1, and the draw gets announced for the the semifinals of the FA Cup. And it's like they determine who United or Leicester would play next. And my dumbass is like, wow, okay, so we can maybe play City in the final. Because we would have played Southampton next. Then I totally forgot, oh wait, we're still currently in a game that we may lose. We ended up losing 3-1. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I felt so confident enough to that I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go to a Manchester Derby final. Nice.
That's like every Man U fan, so I'm not really surprised.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, 3-1 is a big result for Leicester City. They have been in somewhat better form recently. But yeah, like you said, for Manchester United, it was a very big week in the Europa League. That defeating AC Milan, that was a great result for you guys. It was a big victory there over the two legs. And then, yeah, you came crashing back down to reality here very, very quickly. And Leicester City, I think deservingly, are booking themselves a semifinals in the FA Cup.
Full credit to Leicester. They've been so good this season. I think they deserve to be in the semifinal. They deserve a trophy at least if they can get to the final and defeat City.
Yeah, well, they got knocked out of the Europa League already, so this is
Brendan Rodgers has been probably one of the best managers this season as well. He's really impressed me.
Can he break his cup curse? He always gets to like the semifinals or something like that in at least the FA Cup, but he always just misses it out on the big one. And this is a huge opportunity for Leicester City to make an FA Cup final. I don't know when the last time they made an FA Cup final was, but.
This sounds like you in our first career mode of FIFA 21.
Liam, I'm talking about more like England.
Oh, you're talking about a real cup competition because Scotland doesn't count. Okay, Lucas, thanks.
Well, to be fair, your biggest competition wasn't really competition then.
Scotland's just a mystical land of unicorns and Dumbledores. I don't know.
Sounds about right.
I'm aware of Scotland, Liam. Don't worry.
Let's talk about the other side of it because, like Wazzy said, Leicester now go on to face Southampton. Southampton got a 3-0 victory over Bournemouth. A very comfortable victory there to put them into the next round. Big man Nathan Redmond with a goal. Love to see that.
Yeah.
The man's got beard goals, I gotta say. And then, yes, the other side of the draw saw Manchester City 2-0 over Everton. Again, Manchester City, they're very clean. They're very easy. They win. It's as simple as that. There's no drama to their victories. And then Chelsea, 2-0 over Sheffield United. I thought Sheffield's actually decent in this game.
I mean, it's crazy to think that Sheffield United, considering where they are in the Prem right now, is in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about. And we haven't had an FA Cup tie in a while, so
it's the only thing they have left to hang on to, bro.
Exactly. So
I believe
they fought hard.
1-0 Chelsea, and McGoldrick had a golden opportunity to score. He just missed it.
No pun intended.
Sheffield United... Yes. Oh. Sheffield United, I gotta say, not to be dramatic or anything, but I hope your season ends in a dramatic tire fire because you made the worst decision ever to sack Chris Wilder. But that's just how I feel.
Why was that so aggressive, man? Like, what's your problem?
Because I hate it. Why would you let go of the greatest thing that ever happened to your club?
I mean, it's not the greatest ever thing that happened to their club, but in recent memory,
he brought them to a level that they should never be. This club was
in recent
nothing
memory,
before he joined.
I'm pretty sure Sheffield United have a decent history.
Yeah, didn't they
not in a long time, Lucas.
In recent history.
That's why I'm saying recent history.
Yes.
I'll fuck you up, Lucas.
Yeah, Liam doesn't understand.
Should we go to the Premier League?
I mean, I was just...
That's why people think we're American. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was going to just kind of top off the United stuff.
Howdy, dog.
Who won my thoughts on what the hell's going on.
Who won the footy
People
match?
want Solskjaer out after this loss already. I'm like, it's a bit reactionary, I feel, but...
And Liam.
That sounds exactly like a Manchester United fan, though, doesn't it?
Are you trying to yell at me, Lucas?
I can't believe you said that was the best thing ever in Sheffield United history. They won the 1898 Premier League or First Division title.
Oh.
Wow, 1898? That's crazy, dude. I wonder if anyone still alive saw that.
Were you around to see that one, Lucas? Did you enjoy that? Great scenes in Sheffield.
Must be sick reading about that.
I just feel sad that this we only got the Europa League
on
to
fucking
rely on
scrolls, probably.
Again.
Sorry, what you
good old second place
conversations here.
I know.
Go get your second place trophy if it existed.
Unless Leicester
okay,
takes
you
that
beat them in the Manchester Derby. It's okay, you beat them in the Derby. Let's go Premier League because there were actually some all right fixtures and a big old result for the boys over at Arsenal. What happened here, Lucas?
Oh, I think Greg should take care
Tottenham
of
played
it.
like shit.
Well, I watched the first half of this game. You know, when West Ham was up 3-0, because Jesse Lingard is like the best football in the world right now, apparently.
Pretty much.
Because, holy crap, that first goal was very good. That's,
it
and
was a bullet.
and then he had a beautiful assist as well for the second goal. And honestly, the man just has come to West Ham and just found his game again, and it's good to
He's
see.
having a fun
And
time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to see him enjoy
called
football.
up to England squad.
That's the thing, he's
Right,
enjoying
so-
football, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't getting a lot of playing time United. Obviously, there wasn't on many positions. I mean, it's just good to see him finally getting some playing time, and he's showing his value, what he can actually do, when he's got confidence. So that's good. It's
Didn't
just
this game
this
end
game was a
5-1
bit of a tire
for
fight.
West Ham.
No, it ended 3. It was a 3-3.
No, okay, no one got the joke. That's fine. That's fine. So,
I clicked. I watched
It's
the
fine,
first
it's
20
fine.
minutes of this game, and it was 2-0 West Ham. I went, okay, big result for West Ham incoming. And then it was 3-0 West Ham, and then it just flipped, and 2 own goals for
See?
for Arsenal, I guess.
5-1, bro.
Suchek
5-1.
own goal and Dawson
Yeah.
own goal,
No.
and it ends 3-3. Yeah, that happened.
I think there's a
Yeah.
bit of controversy when I think it was 3-1 still at the time and during the second half, and West Ham got fouled, but then they tried to get through, and they got it was like a 2-on-2. Jesse Lingard had the ball. They could have created something out of it, but the referee blew for a foul despite West Ham taking advantage. So some poor refereeing there, but it's the Premier League.
It's the Premier League, and refereeing does not go along. I did see the first goal. I believe it was second goal. Second goal, Jared Bowen. Arsenal switched off completely on a
Yeah,
free
that
kick,
was weird.
and it was terrible.
Well, it was kind of
goaltending, the
it
goal
reminded
in.
me of Origi, obviously, for Liverpool.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it
it's
was just
similar
the
in a
in
entirety.
a similar way, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The entirety of the Arsenal back line just switched off. Jesse Lingard was the only one paying attention, slips it down the line to Jared Bowen, and he hits it right at the keeper, it seems. And he goes, okay, I'm going to let this between my legs. Cool. It's 2-0.
Yeah, it's like
Good job, Arsenal.
that was
Love
like
to
a
see
minute
it.
after Jesse Lingard scored his goal too. So
Then the second half happens, and things just unravel for West Ham. Own goals, like you said.
Pretty
and
much, yeah.
Lacazette with a nice finish. Arteta had comments after the game. I'm very disappointed. I cannot accept my team playing the way we did in the first half. Completely fine with their first goal. The other two is unacceptable, and we still almost gave another one, and they hit the post. When this is the case, you have to score 6 every game. So,
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you let
fair
in
enough.
3, you got to score at least 4, right?
I mean,
So-
at least he's criticizing his
That's
team
tough
when
to
it's
do.
right to criticize. I remember earlier in the season when he was talking about like simple maths and things like that when trying to deflect
Yeah.
from the bad result. But I mean,
Quick maths.
Let's move a little bit up the table. Let's talk about the final match today. Aston Villa hosted Tottenham Hotspur, and ended 2-0 Spurs. Kane did score a penalty in the second half, which was a little bit, not soft, but a little bit like, the ball was going out anyways.
It was a
Terrible.
pen.
It was a penalty, but it was just
was
a
a
terrible
pen.
I
moment
mean,
for
the
defenders.
ball-
Like, what
the
are
ball
you
literally
doing?
was
Why
out,
are you
and then
making
he
a
gets-
tackle there? Yeah, it was just dumb. So with that victory, it puts Spurs up to 6th ahead of Liverpool, and Villa drops down to 10th, which, beginning of the season, Villa were absolutely flying. We're like, oh, they
Yeah.
finished 10th. That's a terrible result for them. But compared to last season, how they just escaped relegation, this is a great
it's still a
performance
good
for Villa this
season.
year.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jack
Yeah, it
Grealish got
really
injured
is.
at a horrible time for them, right when they're
Yeah.
trying to actually compete for Europe, and it's bad. That's just their
Really-
key man there.
If they manage to hold out and finish top 10, this is gonna be a way better season than anticipated. So I'm sure they're okay.
100%. I mean, looking at the table, like I said, Tottenham 6th, 48 points, Liverpool 7th, 46 points, Everton 8th, 46 points, and Arsenal 9th on 42. I think Arsenal down is out of the competition for European football, I believe. Can Everton or Liverpool come back to get top 6? That's the question. I don't know. I really don't know at this point.
It'd be a shame not to see Liverpool in the
Lucas.
Champions League, to be honest.
well,
But it's not looking hella likely at this point, dude.
It's really not looking
It's
good. 'Cause
really
I
not.
don't see the top 4 really changing. I mean, Chelsea have
No.
been great since Thomas Tuchel's come in. Leicester seems to be picked up form. West Ham has just been consistently there. I mean, we always think, oh, this is when they're going to slip. This is when they're going to slip, and they haven't really slipped that much. I mean, maybe a position or two, but nothing incredible. Tottenham have seemed to pick up a little bit of form. I don't see Liverpool finishing top 4. Maybe Europa League, maybe. That could even be a question right now.
Honestly, I would love to see West Ham sneak into the Champions League, but with the way Chelsea's been playing and Tuchel's kind of got that team going right now, yeah.
They're playing very good right now.
Let's go for 7, boys.
The question is, though, it's
brilliant.
do you guys see United slipping, though? Do you think... I don't think you...
From
your point of view, do you think United will hold on to...
Knowing Manchester United and Ole's runs of form, I think it's very possible they could slip.
I think they'll still get top 4, though.
Yeah.
You'll be in the Champions League next season, Waz. That's almost certain. Unless you guys really fuck it. You will be in the Champions League. But I could see you slipping out a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other end of the table.
I was going to mention, Liam, something came out today about Harry Kane from... Lucas, how reliable is David Ornstein? Ornstein.
People sometimes praise him like he's a god. But, I mean, sometimes I think he knows a lot about the London-based clubs, but outside of London, I think he's a little off.
So, supposedly, according to him, Harry Kane would like to leave Tottenham, but it's very unlikely to get his move as Daniel Levy. How do you pronounce that name?
Levy.
Yeah.
Levy. He would want at least 120 million pounds for him.
I mean, if you are Harry Kane, do you actually ever see yourself winning any trophy at Tottenham?
No.
I don't see them winning any trophy ever. And if you want to be one of the best ever Premier League goal scorers, I'm sorry.
I mean, I can see an FA Cup.
Premier League trophies.
Alan
I
Shearer.
can see an FA Cup. But like I can't see.
Yeah, well, and Lucas, look at Alan Shearer's legacy. In England, he's regarded as one of the best ever goal scorers. Outside of England, he's never talked about in terms of the greatest ever players kind of thing. He's not. Right? Am I wrong?
It's pretty true. No, it's pretty true.
I mean, that's
Exactly.
not something I really ever think about, but that is a fair thing to say.
It's pretty fucking true.
Trophies speak globally. I mean, you have to win. I'm not saying World Cup, Champions League, but you have to win at least domestic titles. You have to win at least trophies to be considered a greatest ever player.
Aside from Leicester, I don't think it's just trophies. I think it's trophies with the right team. I feel like if Alan Shearer won like 3 trophies with Manchester United, everyone would know about him.
Well, even if he won Premier Leagues with Newcastle, I think that would be.
Yeah,
but it would be
because at the time Newcastle was one of the biggest clubs.
Everyone knows.
At the time, still today, Newcastle's a giant club. I mean, at the time, they were on top of the footballing world in a sense. Unfortunately,
I don't know, management or ownership. So
their owner's a shitbag, but that's okay. Let's talk about the other end of the table. Let's talk about Brighton. Big victory over Newcastle, 3-0. Greg was very happy about this result, but he was very upset the day before because Fulham lost 2-1 versus Leeds. So, Greg, you could give a bit of a rundown of these games.
It was just disappointment on Friday. It was just like, we just played awful. And fair play to Leeds, they had a good game. So, but honestly, we just got to move on from it. And like you said, yes, Newcastle lost 3-0 to Brighton. That's a massive game between them. If whoever won that game... fair play to Brighton. Brighton finally actually showed up, though. Mm-hmm. Like, when they actually need to. They actually scored some goals. Like we said, it hasn't been going for them. And they got it done. And that probably not fully secures a relegation, but it's a big boost in it, and it most likely won't happen now.
We always talk about how attractive the style of play is of Brighton, and how they said they just had to convert some chances, and they'd be a great team or a very good team kind of thing. And I think they are miles ahead of Newcastle in terms of quality of football. Yeah. And I am happy that Brighton has won this game, and maybe that propels them to staying up in the league. And I know, Greg, you're a Fulham fan, so I kind of want to be, supportive of Fulham. I prefer your style of play over Newcastle as well. Don't get me wrong. I love some Burnley shithousery kind of thing, but Newcastle's just
I still think it's going to come down to the last game.
I think
of the season when we play.
I think you guys will squeak out of it, but because Newcastle's fucking terrible, dude.
I remember at the start of the season when Newcastle had like a decent game. And I'm like, oh, they're gonna do well this year. And I'm like, Jeff Hendrick's an absolute baller.
at the beginning, because they had a lot of talent come in and everything, and they were looking good, but a lot of injuries hit them hard, and the tactics from Steve Bruce, it just doesn't seem there.
I mean, you know what's sad about Newcastle right now?
We all know Jeff Hendrick's actually a baller. We've seen what you can do with him.
Well, listen, man. You know what's the sad thing about Newcastle? The supporters had a little bit of hope before the season because they had rumors of like a billionaire taking over, and now they're like they might get relegated.
That's the thing. That's just the life of a Newcastle fan. We were talking about them being possibly the richest club in all of world football, and they were at one point in time they were leading the race to sign Mbappe. And here they are.
Okay, well, that's a bit of a stretch, yeah, leading the race.
They were leading the race.
They were leading money
Mbappe. So I'm gonna read out the schedules between Fulham and Newcastle real quick for the remaining games. So Fulham play Villa, Wolves, Arsenal, Chelsea, Burnley, Southampton, Man United, and Newcastle, of course. It's a pretty tough schedule, but you can I feel like I could get some results on a couple of those teams. While Newcastle plays Spurs, Burnley, West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester, Man City, Sheffield United, and Fulham.
Okay, well, mine is Sheffield
United. That's a tougher
other than Sheffield United and technically us, that is not an easy schedule at all for Newcastle.
Honestly, I don't think Sheffield United is the worst team in the league this season. I think West Brom is a worse team, but at the same time, they're just not getting results, Sheffield United. So you never know. Maybe come the end of the season, they've kind of meshed together a little bit more, and Sheffield United could get a big old victory.
I need them to do us a favor during that game. But I'm very much hoping before the final game of the season, we are already safe, because it would just make it so much...
Oh, gosh.
Take so much stress, honestly, off, but it might come down to it.
Next Premier League match day is April 3rd. Big game that day is Leicester City versus Manchester City. That will be very, very exciting to watch. On the Sunday, the 4th, we have Arsenal versus Liverpool. And then the 5th sees West Ham play Wolves. So, it's games coming up.
Is that game for Liverpool home or away?
Liverpool is away at the Emirates.
Oh, you guys might be able to get a win there.
They might actually be able to win a game. You never know. Boys, what league should we move on to next?
Let's go to fucking Spain, yeah?
Fucking Spain.
Yeah, he's hyped.
Barcelona,
fucking Spain.
This is a big, big result for FC Barcelona. Talk me through it, big man.
Oh, bro, we won 6-1. I didn't watch it. I just figured out the score before we got here. I can't watch these fucking games because my life sucks and I live in Canada, but...
Barcelona 6-1 over Real Sociedad. Griezmann with a goal. Sergio Dest with a brace. Messi with a brace. And Ousmane Dembele with a goal.
This is a shit you just love to see, yeah?
You know what's funny, man? Everyone memes Barca, but you guys are still in a title race.
Dude, we are in the I can see it. I can breathe it in at this point.
100%.
We are 4 points
Madrid
off.
Are sitting on 66 points. Barcelona second, 62. Real Madrid third on 60 points.
I can feel the air,
yeah, 100%. Barcelona is definitely in the title race. You still play Atletico Madrid sometime this season, I believe?
I believe so. I think we also, we have, Real Madrid next week?
Yeah.
Next week? Man,
April 10th. April 10th, you play Real Madrid.
Yeah, but I think that El Clasico squeezed in between 2 Liverpool games, which are important for Real Madrid. So hopefully you guys take a little bit of their confidence away, please, man. Please.
But Matt, also
Smack
here
the boys up.
With Atletico Madrid, this is their 3 of their next 4 games, and these 3 games are all away: Sevilla, Real Betis, and Athletic Bilbao. Not easy
games.
Those are all
Those
tough
are 3
games.
decent teams. So Atletico's all
we
right.
Watched. We did a watch along for the Atletico Chelsea game, and honestly, Atletico were nothing special, especially in that second leg. Chelsea was very, very comfortable in handling them.
They've just been off form the past
They just been a little bit off
100%.
month and a half now.
100%.
But today, Atletico Madrid nearly blew it.
Yeah.
Nearly. Because
yes,
there was a penalty, 86th minute or something. Jose Lu, former Premier League striker, gets stopped by Jan Oblak to keep the 1-0 lead for Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved it.
Luis Suarez did score in the 54th minute. That was his 500th career goal. Luis Suarez, one of the best goal scorers of our generation, 100%.
Yeah.
Lewandowski will get a lot of headlines for this season. But Luis Suarez, what he's put out the numbers-wise for Atletico Madrid this season, been fantastic for them.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable for them.
100%. Yeah, and like I said, the title race is still there. For Real Madrid, who did they play this week?
I'll be right back. It's the mother.
Real Madrid, they defeated Celta Vigo the other day.
3-1.
With
yes,
Benzema getting 2, Marco Asensio. So, I mean, there's always a lot of question marks surrounding around in Real Madrid. They're still in a small title. Not really. I don't think they're in a title race. I mean, I don't know how to sum up Real Madrid, honestly.
The thing is, I think just it comes down to this title race. Real Madrid is technically still there, but like those games, the El Clasico and then Barca against Atletico Madrid, because I don't think Atletico and Real play each other again, right?
They just did a little while ago, yeah.
Can I just say quickly that Real Sociedad went from Sociedad to Sociedad real quick. Sorry.
Fuck off.
Okay, funny. Anyways, what I was talking about with Atletico Madrid Barca, if Barca doesn't win that game, like if Atletico do win that game, that probably will be the title.
100%. It will come down to that game. I don't know what this man's doing, but, we move.
The other thing I was going to mention about La Liga is that Luis Suarez has 19 goals, while Messi is 23 in the league. So Lionel Messi is doing things.
Yeah.
So.
Messi's doing mad things.
Messi for Ballon d'Or.
The Bundesliga.
All the leagues in Europe had some interesting results.
Never mind.
So
Speaking
Bundesliga,
Dortmund. I'm gonna put up my hand up. Dortmund. I'm angry at you. You're hurting my best friend Erling's. You're hurting him, man. Did you see him after the game? How upset he was?
He was pissed.
He was livid.
He was mad.
So basically, Dortmund draw 2-2 versus FC Köln. We all know Köln is shit, and Dortmund's right along there with them. Haaland scores in the 3rd minute and the 90th minute. After the game, the man throws his jersey at another player and then just storms down the tunnel and goes, "I'm out of here, man. Peace out."
I love this guy.
So
I can see why he's angry with the amount of inconsistent
100%.
results. Dortmund I'd be pissed too if I was in his position.
He's just the only one doing anything, it seems right
Sometimes
now.
it feels like
literally
that. I
is.
mean, the day before the weekend before this, they looked decent against Hertha, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like Dortmund, like I said, they're inconsistent results, so you never know if they're are they gonna perform in the Champions League against City? We don't know what kind of Dortmund we're gonna get.
Speaking of that, we will get to the Champions League in Europe.
Yes, but right now,
Yeah.
Bundesliga. But yeah, I think obviously if you're a player like Haaland, you always want to win and you want to help your side get the best results they can, and he's trying his best to help Dortmund get into the
just so
top 4, and it's
competitive.
frustrating that the results aren't coming.
He's doing plenty.
He's just competitive, and I love to see that in my player, that he's just willing to he would run through a brick wall if it meant getting another goal or getting a victory. That's what I love to see.
I think he likes goals, but he's starting to get to that point where he's like, I want trophies.
I've scored enough
with
goals.
Dortmund, is he gonna really win a trophy?
He's
soon?
20.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I know,
old.
He's
but
old though.
he's old.
According to him, he's old.
Like he's
He's
not
old.
Harry Kane's
This guy has
position.
30.
Mbappe.
This guy has 32 goals in 30 fucking games or 31 games. Yeah, he has enough
He's a
goals,
little-
but like,
Look,
He's all
he's
right.
always compared to Mbappe. Yet Mbappe's still winning trophies, going to Champions League
Yeah.
finals, World Cup finals. How
yeah,
long?
he's also
like, I scored
PSG in
both.
League 1 though. It's kind of a
Yeah,
blessed
but still,
situation for the lad.
I mean, yeah, true. But is
The World
Dortmund
Cup,
gonna make
though.
a Champions
Better
League
than World
final
Cup.
soon? I don't know.
But
And then-
Let's move
If they
across
lose a lot,
to the. Let's move to the title. The winners, the Bundesliga winners. Let's move to them. Bayern Munich. It started off
Not
with
official.
our hometown hero, Mr. Alphonso Davies, getting a straight red card. The man was a naughty boy. Gets sent off in the 12th minute for basically just lunging at the back of a man and scraping down his back of his leg.
As you do.
But it's okay because Robert Lewandowski says, "I got you, homeboy. I'm going to score a hat trick in half an hour," and that's what I do because I'm the Polish legend that is.
yeah, it's fucking.
Can anyone stop Lewandowski? Can anyone do it? I don't think so.
The
Clearly
English
not.
might stop him next week if he plays.
oh yeah.
I don't think that he will. I mean,
No, yeah. Apparently he will.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
He is playing?
I think we'll talk about the international fixtures in a little bit, but
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with that.
But yeah, big win
Ultimately,
for Bayern, though.
a man down and Bayern Munich Yeah.
But horrible news though, as a very promising player, and he's been performing great this year. Wamam Gituka suffered, I believe, an ACL
I
injury,
heard about him.
and he will
Yeah.
be out for 6 months at least, or something like that. Definitely out for the rest of the season.
Big one.
Had such a good season for Stuttgart. Let me just get his stats up. Oh wait, no, he had like at least 12 goals in the Bundesliga this season as a 21-year-old, which
Yeah.
It's
really
very good. Yeah.
it sucks because he's such a fun player to watch, and hopefully he can recover
He's also
from that.
cracked on FIFA apparently. So
Yeah. I've heard a lot of hype
But yeah,
around him.
I mean, Bayern get a red card in the 12th minute, and then they come on and win 4-0. So that's just how they do. The Bundesliga, they have such a big. I mean, they don't have a huge gap ahead of Leipzig. I'm credit to Leipzig for kind of sticking with them to an extent, but the title's done. It's
I
going
don't,
to
I
Bayern
don't think
Munich.
it's done until it's not done until April
it's-
3rd when Leipzig take on Bayern. And we'll see
Yeah,
what
that's
happens
the
then.
big
It's
game.
done.
It's the exact same as Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, honestly, where
Yeah.
that's going to be a massive game.
But yeah, Lewandowski's insane goal scoring.
As we
right
always
now.
do for the Bundesliga, Schalke lost 3-0 to Gladbach. Good job, Schalke.
E for effort, right?
Wolfsburg,
E for
2-1 victory over Bremen. That's good to see there. And Frankfurt with a big 5-2 victory over Union Berlin. And like I said, Leipzig with a 1-0 victory over Armenia. Things you love to see.
But Hertha
But
Berlin.
in other
big
in
one.
other shocking news though, they did finally crack the 10-point mark. God bless their soul.
Oh, okay.
So it's only up and up from here, right?
job.
Naturally.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Hertha Berlin.
No,
we'll
I
talk
think
about
I think it
this.
keeps going down when they go to the second division. Matt.
Let's talk
I don't know
Hertha
about that,
Berlin.
man. They'll probably have a rough one go down to the third, but I think they'll climb from there.
How's the shopping for the hot sauce going?
Oh, we're moving to Serie A now.
It's going well.
Yeah, basically
that's a rip.
Juventus. If your name is Andrea Pirlo, let me give you a top tip here. Get the fuck out of Turin because they're gonna come headhunting for you very soon. My God, you have blown this. Juventus, they suffer a
they're
1-0 victory
10.5.
versus Benevento. Here's my assessment of Juventus. Defense is shit. They're relying on 49-year-old Bonucci and Chiellini. They have Polish Szczesny in the net,
I'm
and
gonna
I don't
stop you
know
right
what he's
there,
doing.
mate.
What the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want?
I wouldn't really blame this on bad defense. I blame this on a man playing
Well,
probably
the
one of the
midfield. I'm
worst
getting to the
passes.
midfield.
I mean,
I'm getting to the midfield. Don't you worry, because let me
It's
pull
kind
up.
of a
Let me pull up
suspect
the Juventus
development.
midfield today. The midfield for Juventus today in the middle was Arthur and Rabiot. Let's be honest, two rejects of bigger European clubs. Rabiot couldn't get a game at PSG, and Arthur was shipped out of Barcelona a little while ago.
'cause
On
we
the
were
wings, you
broke.
got two children. You got two children on the wings in Chiesa and Kulishevsky.
Dude, we got a guy
That's
who
not
was
good
shit in
enough for
return too.
Juventus.
Fuck.
And then you got Alvaro I'm offside Morata up top with 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo, who's the only man doing anything for this team.
Not wrong.
He's the only man doing a thing for this team.
Generally, actually,
If-
if you think about it, where the hell would Juventus be without Ronaldo right now?
I mean,
they're
the
fucking
Lick's
relegation
not-
zone, man. They're fucking
the Lick's
shit.
not bad though, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
He's also a child. He can't drink a
can't-
beer in the US of A, baby. He's a child.
I thought he was 21 now.
What do you
no?
mean? What do you mean? Haaland's 20. He's old.
Haaland is a
Yeah, that
different
guy's
story.
looking
Haaland's
for
a robot,
trophies
okay?
now, yo.
In terms, because Haaland's a robot, okay? In terms of technology, 20 years is very old in terms of computers, okay? The Lit's a child. He can't be relied on to win a bloody Serie A title.
That guy,
this
like,
team,
3 years younger.
also,
than us.
what are the credentials of Andrea Pirlo? His credentials are, I have a nice beard and I sit in a vineyard and drink wine. That's all he's done as a manager.
Well,
Those are
It's a
pretty good.
joke.
Those are pretty good credentials, to be honest.
Liam.
I'm...
With this
Okay.
Let
game,
Lucas
No, I know.
speak. Let Lucas speak.
well, with this game, I only saw like 15 minutes of it. Benevento were looking good. Also, I gotta give fair play to VAR here. I don't know what's happening with the Premier League with VAR, but in Serie A, it seems like it's good because the ref gave Juventus a penalty because he thought the ball hit the player's hand. On replay, doesn't look like it. The referee went and checked VAR in, like within 30 seconds, and then like less than 15 seconds of looking at it, he's like, okay, no penalty, keep going.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think at the end of the day,
How it
it's
should be
great.
We know
working.
that.
Great.
Prem
But
bars
with
is
the goal
shit.
that Juventus conceded, so Arthur, so guys, when we were playing football when we were younger, Now, what's one thing the coach tells you not to do across your
Always
box?
put it across your box. Always do it. It's best place for it.
No, what do you mean, bro? That was like
did-
Barcelona last season's prime fucking play. So I can't judge him for that. It's,
Arthur got confused.
you gotta play it out all times. Play it out of the box. It's fine. It's all good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Maddie,
Can't judge him.
Maddie, you're usually very cynical. I want
Motherfucker!
to judge.
Sorry, what?
I want to judge your anger here, because I'm going to read you the Juventus bench. I want you to I want to see how you.
No, you're not.
There's a TikTok there. So
Okay,
I'm going
sorry,
to
what's
read
up?
you. I'm going to read you the Juventus bench. I want to judge your your vibes on it. Okay.
Yeah, what do you
So you got Chiellini, you have McKennie and Bentancur. You also have Buffon on the bench. And then we move into Pinsoglio, Di Bardano, Dragusin, Frambotta, and Fagioli. Who the fuck are these? Who the fuck are these?
I don't really
Who
know.
the fuck are these?
Joke.
I was just gonna mention real quick about that match. I was reading our Discord this morning because people were watching the match and talking about it. And we have some Serie A supporters. They're saying, well, actually, strange enough, apparently the bottom half teams in Serie A actually are not terrible for whatever reason.
There's some good ones.
Apparently
Like
they're actually, yeah.
Benevento,
for example.
Spezia are decent. Like, Bologna apparently is decent as well.
Yeah, so there's some praise about them for some reason. I was gonna mention, according to Juventus's director Fabio
Patrici.
I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. God bless your soul. This is what he said to Sky Sport. We've decided to keep Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the best player in the world, and he'll stay with us. Sounds like a lot of
You
fucking
decided.
ass-kicking.
You decided. It ain't up to you, big man. Cristiano knows where the fuck Cristiano wants to. He wants to fuck off, he's gonna fuck off. Okay, you have no say in this.
I mean, he did.
You
sign
are
a contract.
smaller than the man. The
But,
club of Juventus is smaller than Ronaldo at this
Yeah.
point.
but another thing, though, I think I've been hearing a lot of people thinking that Juventus will have to keep Pirlo just for the financial reasons.
Yeah. So they have a lot of financial issues too, Juventus, which is
They're
crazy.
gonna sell Cristiano.
Ronaldo alone
because
is
they have
broke?
no money. I gotta be honest.
Well, you both are broke. There's a reason
Yeah,
why
you
Juventus
fantastic.
always
A little-
tried to get
a little, but, you know.
Puspalenzas.
I saw this one comment on Reddit.
No,
This
no.
guy's like, "Ain't nobody paying 40 million for Ronaldo, considering he will want enormous wages. Juve is stuck with him unless they want to let him go for free." So
I don't agree with that.
I would fucking
feel-
drop
I think
40 million
someone-
for
I think
Ronaldo
someone
any
would
day.
take
You
those
fucking
wages.
kidding? You know what jersey sales that
Yeah.
bitch is gonna get me? Absolutely not.
Well, the thing is,
Bring
with
his
jersey
ass-
The
sales,
guy is still
Bring his ass here.
great.
depending on the jersey sale deal you have, usually the money from jersey sales goes to the supplier, not the club, because the supplier and the club already agreed on a fee.
Even still, bro, this guy single-handedly brought money to Italy. Sign this man up.
Brought a lot of attention to Italy
Yeah,
for sure.
honestly.
Like, just
He
look
did,
at
yeah.
like YouTube highlights
Yeah.
of Juventus games that have Ronaldo doing something big.
It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. This guy is a
Let's
money-making
quickly go through the
machine.
rest of the results. Atalanta 2-0 over Hellas Verona, Sampdoria 1-0 over Torino, Lazio 1-0 over Udinese, AC Milan, big result 3-2 over Fiorentina, and Napoli 2-0 over Roma. Where was Inter Milan? Where are they? Oh, they got postponed. Why did they get postponed, Lucas?
I feel like there's something happened with Sassuolo, but I'm not 100%.
They were supposed to play yesterday against Sassuolo. It got postponed. I don't know why. That's why.
Undisclosed reasons. Reasons undisclosed. what we'll call it.
Oh, Inter Milan had a COVID outbreak.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Oh
for
yeah,
them.
yeah, right.
let's
De
move in.
Vrij got COVID, and someone else did too.
Let's move into the champions.
What about the
'Cause,
French
we
league?
got some good
that
games
shit's
coming up,
actually
boys.
kind of interesting, no?
It is very interesting. It actually is. So,
Mbappe
you want to talk
scored.
about? Let's talk about it. Mbappe did score a couple goals.
No, surprise, surprise.
I mean,
Crazy.
yeah, PSG defeated Lyon 4-2, and Lille lost to Nimes 2-1. So PSG are now back in first place on goal differential.
Yay.
Because also midweek PSG destroyed Lille 3-0. So
Jesus. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's talk about Champions League because the draw was made and Europa League as well. We'll discuss that a little bit as well. Interesting matchups coming up. I think they're all matchups where anyone can go through. I'll just go over really quick. I assume since we're all football fans, we've seen Real Madrid versus Liverpool, City versus Dortmund, Bayern PSG, Porto versus Chelsea.
In a simple, easy word, tasty.
Lucas, you feeling a little bit confident against Real Madrid with the way they've been playing this
Gonna
season?
be confident.
I mean, I don't know if I'm confident, but I'm very excited for the draw because, I mean, last time Liverpool played with Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos took down Mo Salah. And of course, you want to get revenge over a
Ripped his
side that
arm
defeated
off.
you in a Champions League final because I thought in that
Yeah.
Champions League final, Liverpool played quite well, but there's some incredible goals and some incredible blunders in that game, to say the
You
least.
shot yourselves in the foot that final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Madrid-Liverpool will be a great tie. I think both clubs are
Struggling.
not having the best of seasons, of course, but they do have quality within their ranks still, so we'll see how they line up
And
against
you
each
know what's
other.
crazy?
I'm really, really
Liam,
looking forward
With
to
the way
Manchester
they've
City
both been
Dortmund.
performing this season, one of these teams is going to the Champions League semifinals.
Things you'll have to see.
So-
We'll have to see it, though.
Well, look, they,
We're gonna have
they
Chelsea
both-
or
they
Porto.
in this side of the draw, though, they both have the most Champions League experience out of any team in the competition. 'cause-
Yes.
Well, at
I
least
was gonna say,
winning wise.
we're making fun of
recent
these
years.
clubs, but they have won 3 out of the last 5 Champions Leagues. Like,
Yeah, and
it's quite shocking.
and just quickly going on to where that's semifinal because the other teams are Chelsea and Porto, and like you said,
Come on, Porto.
not a lot of experience
Come on,
there.
Porto.
so like, and honestly, this could be a very good game.
I hope
Porto
so. I think it'll be a tight
upset
scoring affair,
Juventus.
If you're
Chelsea
Porto,
upset Atletico
you
Madrid.
are hyped right now. You're like, fuck, boys, we got a chance. Like,
But
Well,
Chelsea
that's the
is-
thing. I mean, Chelsea supporters are feeling very confident with the way Tuchel's been able to get.
they've been good.
Yeah,
Undefeated
so-
since Tuchel, right? Still,
Ideally, you
so-
think Chelsea, but Porto, they gave Juventus a fight. I think
Yeah, but this
they deserve credit that they can actually go and defeat Chelsea and go through.
We've also confirmed that Juventus
Is
is
it-
shocking. So
Yes, yes.
I think everyone's money will be on Chelsea to go through, especially, like I said, their form under Tuchel so far. But let's not write off Porto just yet.
No,
Let's give
yeah.
them a fair chance at it. But the other side of the draw is insane. Manchester City versus Dortmund. Haaland, what can he do against it? The return of Jadon Sancho is going to be a great
Yeah.
game. And Man City seem absolutely untouchable at the moment. I mean,
Well,
other than
can
Hope they're
Haaland
eliminated.
like
Hope they remain
destroy
untouchable,
the
obviously, and win the
team
Champions
he's
League.
predicted to go to?
I want to give Dortmund a little bit of hope, but there's not much with the way they played this year in the Bundesliga and how City's
They have,
been.
they have an X factor, though,
They
man.
do- but is he
go,
enough?
hey, man.
I don't think he's enough.
Oh, I think so. I think he is. That's the thing.
I don't.
yeah, but the thing about Dortmund
City's
is their defense is
attack
kind of
could just-
suspect, no?
yeah,
And Man
City's
City's
attack
is kind
could
of
tear
fucked.
Mate,
Fuck.
listen, if they can't beat Bayern in the league, what makes you think they're going to beat City?
Because Haaland's going to simply put John Stones
Then why
on
did
his
he do that
back
to Bayern?
and run.
He did do
Because
that once.
Bayern's
It's just
different.
It's just Bayern destroyed Dortmund,
Yeah,
not
he
Haaland.
scored 2
They'll
against,
beat City.
Bayern
Well,
Munich. Then he got injured. He
I
had to go
guess,
home.
yes, But,
I'm
and
out
then-
here. Goodbye.
but then, of course, we also have the rematch: Bayern versus Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm excited for that.
I wanna
one.
see Paris
I'm
win
excited.
I love
that.
As soon as I saw,
Champions
as soon as I
League
saw the
match.
draw,
Just
the
for the
pick up,
fucking
though, so I was
banter, I
like,
want
oh
to see
my.
Paris win that.
Will Neymar be back or no?
He was on the
not
bench
sure.
today, I think, for
You think he
Yeah,
should be
he
back?
should be
His
back.
sister's birthday is over. Okay,
Dude,
okay, we're all
honestly,
confident.
I think Neymar. If PSG go through Neymar, will have a masterclass. He's gonna want to get revenge on Bayern. You saw how in tears he was last year. He's gonna go in on them.
Well, and that's the thing to also think about. These are 2-legged games. Like
Yeah.
this is gonna be insane.
yeah, no.
And then the
8-2s.
thing is, okay, whoever you
sorry.
get through there, you then have to play either City or Dortmund. You have a tough road to the final. Like that's a
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
some big games coming our way.
I'm so hyped.
We're all hyped for it.
Well,
I know you guys are. We will be
it-
doing live streams for it, so twitch.tv/the90th minute official. If you want to join the live streams for those matches,
Now, I quickly wanted to mention the Europa League, not for my club, but for Arsenal. I think.
No, can we
we're
talk
all
about
gonna be
Tottenham
Arsenal
first?
Supporters.
Yeah.
Can we please talk about Tottenham first?
We will.
what are we thinking
But-
about Tottenham?
Oh my
It's
God.
fair because of what happened in the Slavia Praha versus Rangers match. There was some racism directed towards the
There
Rangers
was.
player Kamara.
Glenn Kamara and
And-
Roof, yeah.
More
Oh my
man,
god, it was a
seriously?
nightmare.
Jesus.
And not even it wasn't just the Slavia Praha player. Even the supporters, like the day after, like kind of supported this racism, which is disgusting, obviously.
Yeah.
So on April 8th, United are playing Granada. I'm also going to be an Arsenal supporter because I hope they kick the shit out of Slavia Praha.
I mean, yes, 100%. I know the old firm was saying Scott Brown had a very good gesture. He went over and shook the hand of Glenn Kamara and had a chat with him before the game. So that was very nice to see, two of the biggest rivals in sports, and they come together like that.
They should just kick Slavia Prague out of the fucking
that Rangers game.
Set up a bye.
That Rangers game was a bit wild because I don't know if any of you saw what Roof did against the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
The man's boot was 6 feet up in the air, connected straight with the goalkeeper's face, and the goalkeeper had a cut on his head that was huge. It was wild. There was blood everywhere. But yes, I do agree. I hope Slavia Prague do have some what's the word I'm looking for? Some penalty or whatever, because that's not allowed in the game. It should not be allowed in life at all. But yes, Maddie, what you said there. Tottenham Hotspur, they get dumped out by Dinamo Zagreb in the most dramatic of fashions.
I have a quote by Joe Hart. Job done. Yep. Dumbass.
That's what he said?
Yep. Yeah, he said job done after
he said, I'm
leg.
done.
Well, speaking of Joe Hart,
did
you see the stuff like his social media team like posted like we did it or we hung on or something, and
fucking losers.
They didn't go through, of course.
Losers.
Dinamo Zagreb do go up 3-0 in extra time. A hat trick through Orsic.
What a
fantastic display from them.
Hat trick, man. But there are some great talents on this Dinamo Zagreb team. Like Levakovic, Maher, Ivan Nusic. Fantastic players there, man. And man, that was during the live stream in that game, Greg, that was incredible.
It really was. Like, we were doing a watch along for Manchester United AC Milan, but before that we were watching extra time of that game, and it was insane. Like, Harry Kane had an empty net. He didn't do very good either.
But yes, to go over all the fixtures in the Europa League, Ajax take on Roma, Arsenal, Slavia Prague, Dinamo Zagreb, Villarreal, and Granada, Manchester United. Big games there. Are you confident playing against Granada?
Probably.
Yes and no. Because
on paper, it's easier than Milan, but you never know.
Yeah, but then again, it's Manchester United, and we don't.
100%.
It's Solskjaer and tournaments. It just isn't a nice relationship right now.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't really know much about Granada. I assume they're going to play a good game. They're going to try their best against us, obviously.
From what I understand, Granada's very good defensively. Kind of similar to Getafe, but they're not like as like they don't have the antics of Getafe, from what I understand.
So not dickbags.
Sure.
Do you know what happened last time we played a defensive Spanish side? Sevilla, we lost.
I mean, they weren't defensive.
When we played them, they felt very defensive.
Before we get into questions, I will quickly mention the Old Firm did happen. I did not even get up to watch it. I had to work. I was like, you know what?
Liam,
I don't
how
care
did you
anymore.
feel that you guys didn't do a guard of honor? What was that about?
So yeah, Celtic said we're not going to do a guard of honor because Rangers had never done one for us. So we said, you know what, fucking tit for tat, tomato. Fair enough.
I got nothing to say about that.
The game did end 1-1. Mohamed Elyounoussi opened the score, and then Alfredo Morelos gets his first ever goal against Celtic. I'm kind of pissed off we let him score, but you know what? That's what it is. Celtic fans basically after the game said they were still upset over how we performed. We didn't have much kind of like fire behind us, but we were the better team on the day, according to the people online. I didn't get to watch the game. It's not on TV where I live. Plus, I just didn't want to wake up at 5 a.m. for it. But supposedly Scott Brown was very good in the game, and his scenes before the game was very good to see. Ryan Christie supposedly should be sold immediately because we could cash in on someone who looks to be shocking at the moment. But, that's just life. And for Rangers, their undefeated streak is still going on, and they're living their life. So good for them. Champions they are.
Yeah,
this guy's hurting. This guy's down.
Speaking of UEFA competitions, apparently the UEFA coefficients as of March 18th, whatever this weird shit, it kind of confirms which league is better than the other, I think, Lucas. Is that right?
I mean, it just says what teams have been performing well in Europe based on like a certain amount of time, and if your coefficient's higher, you get more spots in Europe, pretty much. Yeah,
so basically right now, number 1 is England. Spain's in second now. They switch spots. Italy's third. Germany 4th. France in 5th. Portugal's 6th. And interesting.
Portugal's close to overtaking France, I think.
Yeah, they actually
France just has one team usually. So.
And there's lot. Cyprus is 15th on this list.
Because they have Alpha
Apoel.
Oh, true. Right. I was just gonna. I guess what else should we talk about? Should we just mention the international football is coming up this week? Yay! Anyone
Yay.
excited?
Yay.
No.
See, Che Adams
I'm
for
kind of
Scotland.
excited.
I'm kind of am.
Not really.
Under 21 Euros are happening, which is cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
they are.
England has a
always
cracked out
exciting
team,
to see who they
honestly.
move
They have like
forms.
Mason Greenwood,
Yeah.
Hudson Odoi, like several other players that are
Is
incredible.
Bellingham up? Is
Technically
Bellingham
speaking,
playing?
Philly fucking Foden could play for that team. No, isn't he? He's 20.
But he's
Should
in
Bellingham
the
get
main
called
team.
to the main team?
I know, but he could.
He
That's
could.
what I'm saying. He could play. Technically.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to pay attention to that tournament during the week. But yeah, international World Cup qualifiers coming up in Europe. A lot of
And around
controversy,
the world.
especially with players being held back from going to international break because clubs don't want to deal with quarantine and things like that.
Fair enough.
I can't blame him for
Completely understand and agree.
Like,
Well,
Well,
I'm hyped to
Jude,
see Che Adams play for Scotland. That's all I'm
Jude
excited for.
Bellingham is going to be in the 26-man squad for Southgate.
Oh, he actually got called for the full team.
Yeah, apparently
Well, fair
he's
enough, good
allowed
for
to
him.
join, even with the Germans and their coronavirus issues, which I think confirms Lewandowski will be playing for Poland against England. Thank God, that's some hope we'll have.
that's your only hope. What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's hope for like a 4-4 game like when England played Sweden and Zlatan scored 4.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna happen the way we fucking play. I don't even know how Poland's gonna play because we have a new manager and he's Portuguese. When was the last time we had a man who was not Polish managers us? Euro 2008.
Yeah,
If you'll actually do well.
maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but
Because
I think
was
we should
funny
do a
'cause,
walk along for that game.
You can have a fucking.
if we can, yeah, for sure.
I won't be there, but it's like March 31st.
I would love to.
You can have like a translator.
This is what Mr.
I'm sorry. I like how Lucas is like, we should do a watch along, but I won't be
I'm
there.
not going to be there.
This is what Boniek said, Poland's president of the FA. He said, "We will go to London in full squad, thanks to everyone who helped us." I translated that.
You don't need to do a Polish accent when you're all Polish.
Okay. There was a Reddit comment to this. It was like, wait, I can't find it. Never mind. Fuck it, I'm dumb. Here it is.
Get some questions going.
No problem. We will have Dyer in defense to deal with him. Yeah, Eric Dyer will do well. Don't worry. Lewandowski's a bit quieter for the national team, especially bigger teams.
What am I hearing right now?
So, also, Canada plays on Thursday.
Against?
Bermuda.
Yay.
And then
Will not-
the Cayman
will not be
Islands.
watching that. But, good luck to them, I guess.
I'll try. Go Canada.
Get some questions, Wazito, baby.
Ian Supple says, here's his unpopular opinion. The Qatar World Cup will be the worst because it's in the winter.
I think there's a good
I don't think
possibility it
that's
could be the
unpopular.
fucking prettiest. That's unpopular opinion right there.
That too.
Prettiest.
I mean, there's some countries that want
I think
to
it could
boycott
be-
it like a year
I think
before the
it could be the
tournament.
most visually stunning World Cup we've had so far.
They'll make it look pretty,
Unpopular
that's for
opinion.
sure.
I mean, at the
feel
same
like it
time,
could look
I
good.
think more than just the winter aspect will make it a bad World Cup. I think a lot of the issues off the field might be brought to light during the tournament.
More than
And
likely.
especially in the lead up as well.
Lucas is-
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying this World Cup's not going to piss off a lot of
talking,
people.
Lucas.
I just think it'll look good.
That's fair, but it'll be interesting. It'll be different.
It'll be interesting
It's-
to see
it's
what
gonna be very
happens to
different.
the domestic leagues, because I mean, there's going to be like the league and then stop World Cup and then back to
Yeah,
it's going to be
it's
very
kinda
interesting
awkward.
to see how that works
Yeah.
out.
I don't like the fact it's not in summer. Like, they could have at least just had indoor facilities and fucking air condition that shit. But
we had one comment.
Whatever.
Dortmund would win every Bundesliga if they play good the whole season.
Well, that's just a fucking...
Yeah.
That's like saying
like-
a Batman movie would suck without
no,
Batman.
that guy's got a point though. That guy's got a point though. It makes sense. I agree. It's unpopular, but I do agree.
Hey, yeah.
I felt
Qatar
the same way about Barcelona. I feel like we could have done a lot better during.
If
the
I
last
had
couple
wheels,
years if we
I'd
just
be a
did better,
bicycle.
you know? But it's crazy. Anyways, next question. Just saying, it was good input. It was good input.
Here's one. Trent is good, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka is better because he can defend.
What the fuck does that even mean? Sure.
I mean, as a defensive fullback, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is better. As an attacking fullback, Trent is better. So I mean,
It's They're both
terms of
good and bad.
What
In
do
terms
you
of a
prefer
fullback
in
that
your
wins
fullback?
shit, I feel like Trent is probably still better though. Because Man
Not
U
this
not winning
year,
a
though.
league for a while.
Big Dean Futt says the biggest clubs in the UK are in order. Number 1 is Man United. Number 2 is Liverpool. Number 3 is Rangers. 4th is Celtic. 5th is Arsenal.
Is this guy on crack?
I
the
think he's
fuck is
talking about
Manchester City?
worldwide popularity, like the popularity, like the fans they have, and
Rangers is ahead of Man City. Are you fucking kidding me?
100%. 100%. 100%.
Worldwide.
Yes. Fan base,
Worldwide.
100%. Maddie, you don't understand how big
I don't
the fan
feel like
bases
there's
are
a
for
lot
the
of.
two
I don't
Glasgow
feel like there's a
clubs.
lot of Scottish
They
families
are
in Asia,
massive.
and I feel like Asian families love themselves
I
some
s-
Manchester
There is
City,
a ton
and there's
of
also
Celtic
a
and
lot
Rangers
of people
fans
in Asia.
worldwide.
So, I'm still going
It's
with
an interesting one to.
City on that.
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
gonna
agree
say
with,
Scottish
like,
people worldwide don't like Rangers,
Okay.
but it's like a 50-50 on that
then
one
again,
between Celtic and
how-
Rangers.
How devoted are those Asian fan bases?
Oh, they don't give a fuck, but like I'm
That's
talking about general fan bases.
Well, then they're not really fans. I mean, I can buy a kit. I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
never specified fan.
Okay.
We never specified. We just said fans.
Here's a question.
supporter.
Well, I agree with that.
It's a
that
good question.
Take, though.
Would Lewandowski succeed as much in the Prem as he does in the Bundesliga? Probably not as much.
Fucking Lee. Dude, probably. I hate when
Depends
people
on
say
his
that.
manager. Although Jurgen Klopp did say he's the best player he's ever managed or best player he's ever worked with.
he said
think-
like
I
he was
mean-
the best player that reached like that oversaw his potential or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
and
if
you
you
could also
threw
see like just a lot of
Lewandowski-
similarities with.
I think if you threw Lewandowski on the same Bayern team in the Premier League, you would still have 30 to 35 goals. Personally,
But
I
that's
just
what the
don't
Bayern.
think
Team,
that, like,
I'm what
we
I
know
was
his
trying to say
qualities.
is like, yeah,
You put
100%.
Lewandowski in this current day United team.
He wouldn't get
I
any
still think
service.
he'd have.
I
a
think
chunk of
100%
goals, man.
Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski every single season would challenge for a golden boot in the Premier League. I don't know if he'd be as prolific in the Premier League just because
Yeah.
I think the
think that-
teams in the Premier League, other than City and potentially Liverpool, are weaker than his Bayern Munich team.
Well,
That's
Okay, but
100%.
what I was trying to get at
Go ahead,
is you can see like Harry Kane. I kind of see a lot of similarities in Lewandowski and Harry Kane and how they play, and maybe not fully, but Harry Kane's doing fantastic in the Prem.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
Aubameyang went from
that's-
Dortmund to Arsenal and he did well. So why can't Lewandowski?
Yeah.
I think with players that are at that
Here's a
level,
good-
people say it about Messi, they say it about like, whoever, Neymar,
Yeah.
whatever, Mbappe.
They're-
Players at
it's
that
a-
level, if they're good in one league, they're going to be good in another league. Period.
Fantastic player. They're gonna do good. They're absolutely great.
Here's a question: are Stones and Diaz the best CB partnership in Europe right now?
Probably.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think as anyone who else is as notable.
I can't really.
Bayern does a
think-
lot of squad rotation in the back, I think,
Yeah.
so it's hard to comment on that.
Considering just like how bad some teams have been like this year, especially, it's just like
I can't
I
think
think
of a
I can't think of one
better
that's better.
I
back
don't.
line,
I
better
think so.
center back pairing because the one that
Yeah.
I think is better, they're injured.
It's true,
Yeah.
Joe Gomez and
especially when they're
pretty good.
fit.
But like Bayern, like they concede a lot of chances, but that's because that's how they want to play, and that's the risks they're willing to take.
Yeah.
PSG, I think Marquinhos is underrated, and Kimpembe. Why am I messing up his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Kimpembe.
He's all right.
All right.
He's aight.
Marquinhos is very, very good though. Very, very good.
Well, I like this question. What are your guys' thoughts on Ronaldinho? Because his birthday the day we're recording this. So happy
was his birthday
happy
today.
birthday, Ronaldinho.
Fucking
I mean,
king.
obviously one of the best Brazilians of all time. One of Matt's favorite players.
probably one of the most influential
I have a
footballers
title for
of all
Mr.
time.
Dino.
Period.
Ronaldinho is the greatest showman in football history.
Yeah,
That's my
I'm
title
not
for
going to
the big man.
disagree.
Yeah.
He
I
might
mean,
be the
Man
most-
could put on a performance.
He is in the top 5 for most influential footballers ever, man. Everybody. People who don't watch football know who Ronaldinho is.
It's true.
They know Ronald.
He had
You know Ronald.
he had the first ever video to hit 1 million views. I'm pretty sure on YouTube.
Yep. That's,
Yep.
It's Ronaldinho, man. You can't say
Yeah,
much.
he's
That
still
hasn't been said already.
the only
I just
thing-
wish
I love.
I wish the best for him because like right now he's been like
He's
suffering a
going
lot
through
because his
things.
mom passed away and apparently
Yeah,
according to people
yeah.
around him they haven't really been the best to him and he's just been drinking a lot so hopefully he can just
Press to
overcome his
Ronaldinho.
difficulties.
Only thing I think he lacked was probably the
Paraguayan
longevity.
prison did not do well.
Well, Ronaldinho enjoyed the finer things in life. Clearly.
Yeah.
So,
Will the USA have its golden era now with all the American talents throughout Europe?
yes.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
think
see
this
why
is the
not.
best-
Right,
It's
is
a very
it-
good team.
In the next 5 years, this will be the best team they've ever assembled, period. And it's not close.
Can't disagree.
Yeah, the
with
2026 World Cup. It's big.
It's going to be the best
It's
team.
big for them. Like,
Well, Lucas, you said
Lucas
you disagree.
disagrees, but I don't
no,
know
I
why.
said I can't disagree. Like,
Oh,
like-
I thought you
Oh, I
said you
see,
disagree.
okay, I was
like,
like-
like their golden
Yeah,
era.
no, I
I
mean-
mean, they had the time in like the 30s when they beat England or something like that, or whenever that was. But I'm not counting that. But like they had 2002 when they made
Recent.
the knockout stages where they shocked everyone. That was like a bit of a golden generation for the
yeah,
US.
but
Then
that wasn't like
it
that
was
wasn't
better
like
in
a group of
2014.
exceptional players. That was just them pulling
That's
some
not-
results out of their
well, there
ass.
was good players though, like McBride.
There was good players.
Holden.
There was.
But
But
you look
like
at
yeah,
those
then
players and you
2014
compare them to
was the
these
peak
players,
of
and
the
you're like,
second one.
but if
And
you how much you rate like Dest and Pulisic and
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Reina.
You look at
Reina, it's
you look at those players compared to the players they're cropping up now, like you said, Dest, Pulisic, McKennie, who's
Wesley
clearly the best
McKennie.
midfielder
McKennie.
at fucking Juventus currently. Gio Reyna, who's probably one of the most promising players in the Bundesliga or in the world. Tyler Adams, like the list just goes fucking on and on. You got Conrad
Yeah.
Del
Goalkeepers,
Fuente
they have very
chilling
good
on the
goalkeepers
bench at
coming-
Barcelona.
Don't forget
is-
Timothy Weah and how good
Yeah.
he's been this season so far. I
Uh-huh.
mean, yeah, 100%. They have a
They have
really
a
good team.
I think
crop
if-
of young players
young,
coming up.
Yeah.
young talent.
Lucas is looking up Timothy Weah's stats at the moment. Lucas, he started the year injured. He's come back and done very well.
I was gonna say,
Don't ever yell at Timothy Weah. That man's a legend.
if you compare this squad to
His dad was a Ballon d'Or winner. Don't talk to me about this man.
Only African one.
Can't let Wall speak.
Georgie.
I was gonna say if you compare this team to the
Thierry
US
Henry's
team they
favorite
had
player.
10, 12 years ago, you can only maybe name 2 notable national team members. Now you can name maybe 5, 6. I mean, longer gone are the days of Clint Dempsey, Landon Donovan, and just like Tim Howard or Brad Friedel. So
When the USA
I'll
hosts
say Zach
the
Steffen
World
too.
Cup in the
Good
most
goalkeeper.
American fashion, they want to win that
Yeah.
World Cup. Will it happen? I don't think so. But they want to
Can they
absolutely dominate
get
their
to
tournament
the-
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
France
will
will still
put
probably get there.
everything they can into their national team. Oh, I don't think USA wins that. I don't think they even get to the quarterfinals. But they want to win. They'll put everything they can to get to where they can be kind of thing.
I mean,
all
there's
depends.
parts in the USA that are improving their development, like it's for sure, but it's a long process, and yeah, if they expect to win a World Cup in 2026, they're gonna have to develop a lot more talent than right now. It's still great compared to what they had. It's just
Well, yeah, but they got to keep it rolling out.
There's still time though.
Yeah.
There's still time. You know, if you're a 15-year-old right now in the USA, you have a chance of making
Well,
that World Cup squad in
the
2026.
thing
kind
is
of
though,
thing.
like
And
if you're
you
15
do
but you
a
don't
chance
have
of
the
doing it.
technical foundations, then you're not gonna make it.
But there's a lot of academies in the U.S. producing good talent. I think the best one in the U.S. right now is at
I think the
Dallas.
best thing for an American player
Texas
is
or
to do
was
exactly
it
what a lot of other
Houston or
American
wherever?
players do and fuck off to Europe as early as possible.
Unfortunately for them, it's usually until
Yeah.
18 they can
No.
go, but there
Yeah,
are some with
But as
European
early as
nationality.
possible. Like the second you can is the second you go, if you can. That is.
no. I'm looking forward to see the American lineup in that World Cup.
all right, should we move to YouTube questions?
Sure.
Do you think Lukaku's a top 5 striker in the world? If not
Yes.
top 5, where would you rank him?
Top,
Top
This
5.
season, yes.
Right now? Yeah, 100%.
This season, yes.
So there's Leva, there's Suarez, there's
I think he's been better than
Yeah.
Benzema this season. I think he's been better than.
I think top 5.
Yeah, I'd say-
Lewandowski, Suarez, Haaland.
Kane.
Benzema.
I'm putting Haaland third because he's been great.
Will you put Harry Kane in there?
I put Lukaku ahead of Haaland.
Probably. No. The man scored
I-
so many goals.
But I
No, dude. No. No. How could no?
we count you. Do we count Ronaldo as a striker?
Ronaldo's
He's also
in his own
scoring goals for
category.
Juventus.
Ronaldo is the
That-
striker, though. And Ronaldo is indeed very fucking good. So I think we should
So
probably still put
I guess
Ronaldo up
he's
there.
got to be there.
So Lewandowski,
If he's not
Suarez, Ronaldo. Yeah, if he's not, he's close.
Haaland.
I think he
He's
is.
like, yeah.
Because I think Haaland is a little bit better than Lukaku is. I think Cristiano Ronaldo's ahead, so that's 2. You got Suarez, who I think is a little bit better currently. Lewandowski, fucking
Lewandowski.
obviously number 1, unless you don't want to put him on the list because he's the best player in the world currently. I think he's. I don't think he's. If he's not there, he's close. He's 5th or 6th. He's there, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of good strikers. You know, it's a hard one.
One more question, Lucas.
Even
Greg, I
Martial
like
should
this
have
one.
a shout. That's crazy.
Are players picked up just for their trendy last names? Example, the Dembeles or the Traores.
I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so. I think
just-
football clubs.
I just think there's a lot of them.
I think there's a reason why there's scouts.
The only player that I could ever see be picked up for a trendy name is Ricky J. Jones because he's a good guy.
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely not.
I mean, I feel like
I think clubs are a bit
may
more
have,
professional
like,
than that.
I think in the past it may have been like nepotism with certain players.
Yeah,
What's a big word for you, Luca?
How's that a big word for me?
I don't think Walls know what nepotism means.
I kind of
What
do.
does that have to do with
though.
me?
Anyways.
Why would I know what nepotism means?
But
Do you know
no,
what it
Other
means?
questions, or should we outro this podcast?
Yeah, it's like you pick someone up just because they're a friend, or you know them.
Anything else, or should I
pretty
wrap up
close.
this podcast?
Wrap it up.
I
Liam.
think let's wrap
I'm
it up.
wrapping it up.
but
I'm wrapping up
close.
because this has got shit real quick. Anyways, if you are still here watching or listening, thank you very much for your support. Remember to hit like on this video and subscribe on YouTube if you are new, or follow us on any and all listening apps, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you may be. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok. Link is down in the description. And remember to check out manscaped.com for all your male grooming needs. Use code 90th at checkout for 20% off plus free shipping. But from Greg, Waz, Lucas, Maddie, and myself, Liam, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game, and we will see you next time.